In the stillness beyond Mars, something impossible is unfolding. An object from another star, cold, ancient and wounded, is breaking every law we thought governed the cosmos. China's Tianwen-1 orbiter has just captured images that don't make sense. After passing the Sun and losing more than 13% of its mass, this interstellar traveler, 3I Atlas, should now trail a colossal stream of dust and vapor. But instead, there is only silence, a small glowing sphere adrift in darkness. No tail, no debris, no explanation. And that's only the beginning, because scientists have now documented 10 distinct anomalies, 10 violations of everything comets are supposed to do. Each one rare, together statistically impossible. And as the data pours in from telescopes on Earth, Mars, and Venus, one truth becomes clear. Something deeply strange has passed through our solar system. October 3, 2025. While the world looked elsewhere, Tianwen-1, orbiting Mars for over 4 years, locked its camera on a faint moving dot. At a distance of 18 million miles, it captured humanity's closest ever images of an interstellar comet. Think about that. A probe designed to map the Martian surface retasked itself to track a rock smaller than a city, darker than asphalt, moving at 129,000 miles per hour. No one announced the attempt until it succeeded. On November 5th, the Chinese National Space Administration released the frames, a blurred orb wrapped in a misty halo. They called it a technical demonstration. But what they had truly captured was history. Our first direct look at 3I Atlas, closer than Hubble, James Webb, or any Earth-based telescope will ever see. And what those images revealed was not presence, but absence. Where physics demanded chaos and light, there was only calm. On October 30th, 3I Atlas swept past the Sun at 0.9 AU, closer than Earth itself. NASA's trajectory data showed unmistakable non-gravitational acceleration. The comet was being physically pushed by material leaving its surface. The math said it had expelled over 4 billion tons of gas and dust. Enough to form a brilliant tail stretching millions of kilometers. Yet every image, taken afterward from Italy's virtual telescope, project to Spain's Observatorio Rafael Nave, showed the same thing, a compact sphere. No tail, no debris, just a faint glowing blur drifting into the night. Compare it with an ordinary comet. Like Lemon, photographed only days earlier, Lemon blazed with a perfect sun-pointing tail. Atlas defied that rule completely. Scientists offered theories. Maybe it lost mostly gas, invisible to optical telescopes. Maybe we're viewing it from an angle that hides the tail. Maybe the math is wrong, but maybe is stacking too high, because the missing tail isn't the only problem. It's anomaly 10, the last in a growing list of impossibilities. Let's go back to the beginning. When 3I Atlas was first spotted on July 1st, astronomers plotted its orbit and froze. It moved almost perfectly along the ecliptic plane, the flat disk where all the planets orbit. For an object born around another star, this alignment should be random, yet its tilt was less than 5 degrees from perfect. Statistically, that's a 1 in 500 coincidence. Already, something about its path felt deliberate. In July and August, telescopes saw jets of vapor shooting toward the Sun. Not away. That's physically impossible. Solar radiation pushes material outward, never inward. Sometimes comets appear to have anti-tails, illusions of perspective. But this wasn't geometry. It was real motion, confirmed by multiple observatories. No, Natural mechanism explains it. Atlas is 5 to 6 kilometers wide, about the width of Manhattan, and weighs 30 billion tons. That's 1,000,000 times heavier than Oumuamua, the first interstellar visitor we detected in 2017, yet it's moving faster than any of them. Large objects are rare. Fast ones are rarer. A large and fast interstellar object? That's a 1 in 1,000 probability. And now it's streaking through our system. Its trajectory threaded the solar system like a needle, past Mars, where orbiters waited, past Venus, near Jupiter. Each pass timed when spacecraft were awake and watching. And during perihelion, its closest point to the Sun, when it would have been brightest, it was completely hidden from Earth. The Sun itself blocked our view. Coincidence with odds of 5 in 100,000, it's as if someone planned a path for observation, without being seen. When spectrographs read the light from its coma, they found something metallic. Nickel. More nickel than iron. That ratio flips what we've seen in every natural comet. It matches industrial alloys, not cosmic ice. Even more bizarre, the nickel-to-cyanide ratio was hundreds of times higher than any known comet. It's like finding stainless steel inside a snowball. Statistically, less than 1% chance of being natural. Comets are supposed to be dirty snowballs. 70 to 80% water ice. Atlas has 4%. That makes it closer to a rock than a comet. 280 feet and feet. Surface behaves like a baked crust of metal and carbon, venting vapor through cracks like a pressurized machine. If you wanted something to survive a billion-year interstellar voyage, you wouldn't build it from ice. You'd build it from this. When sunlight reflected off its surface, the polarization, the alignment of light waves, was unlike anything ever measured. Not slightly off. Completely alien. The pattern didn't match any model of dust, rock, or gas, astronomers call it. Extreme negative polarization. A property that exists in no other comet in recorded history. In 1977, a radio telescope detected a powerful 72-second burst from the constellation Sagittarius, the famous WOW signal. Its origin was never found. Atlas entered our solar system from almost the same direction, within 9 degrees of that patch of sky. Coincidence? Maybe, but the odds are less than 1%. As it neared the Sun, 3I Atlas brightened faster than any comet ever recorded. Its light shifted blue, bluer than the Sun itself, a hue no ordinary dust can produce. Whatever burned inside that nucleus wasn't behaving like ice. It was something new, or something engineered. And then we arrive again at the silence. 4 billion tons of matter gone, but no tail, no debris, no fragments. Every law of momentum and thermodynamics insists we should see it. We don't, as if the ejected mass simply vanished. Each of these 10 could, in isolation, be explained away. A quirk of geometry, a data error, an exotic chemistry, but all 10 multiply the probabilities, and you reach less than 1 in 10,000. That's not chance. That's a pattern. Even Avi Loeb, the Harvard astrophysicist who suggested Oumuamua might be artificial, says 3I Atlas deserves the same scrutiny. He isn't claiming it's alien, only that it's not behaving like anything natural. And when 10 anomalies converge on one object, ignoring them becomes unscientific. Possibility. 1. Atlas is natural, a rare comet forged in an alien star system where chemistry, pressure, and time combined in ways we've never seen. A cosmic outlier, a statistical miracle. If true, That's extraordinary enough. It means the universe can build worlds far stranger than ours. Possibility 2. It's not entirely natural. Not a spaceship, not a probe, but something constructed, something meant to endure, something following a path through the solar system that looks suspiciously intentional. Think about it. The trajectory, aligned with our planetary plane, visible to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, hidden from Earth. The composition, rich in nickel, poor in ice. The jet, firing toward the sun. The missing tail, 4 billion tons unaccounted for. If you were testing propulsion disguised as physics, this is exactly what it would look like. Science thrives on skepticism, but it also thrives on curiosity, on asking the questions that make us uneasy. Maybe 3I Atlas is nature at its strangest, or maybe, for the first time, we've seen evidence of something directed. A.V. Loeb once said, "When you see multiple independent anomalies, you can't ignore the pattern." And that's what this is, a pattern written across the heavens. Right now, 3I Atlas is fleeing the sun at over 200,000 kilometers per hour. By January 2026, it will leave the solar system forever. A fading ember slipping back into the interstellar dark, we will never see it again. But we have the data, the images from Mars orbit, the spectroscopic fingerprints, the trajectory models, breadcrumbs left for the future. Decades from now, scientists will revisit them with better instruments, sharper algorithms. Maybe they'll find the missing tail hidden in a faint emission line. Maybe they'll discover a clue we overlooked. Or maybe they'll confirm what we already feel, that something about this object doesn't belong. We are witnessing the dawn of interstellar object astronomy. Before 2017, we had none. Then came Oumuamua, then Borisov, and now 3I Atlas. 3 travelers, each rewriting the rules. Soon, the Vera Rubin Observatory will scan the entire sky every few nights, finding dozens, maybe hundreds more. Each one a messenger from another sun, a sample of alien worlds drifting through our cosmic neighborhood. They are time capsules, fragments of star systems we'll never visit, carrying the chemistry and history of places beyond imagination. 3I Atlas is just one chapter, a strange, luminous page in the book of the galaxy. But it's a chapter we'll study for generations. What makes this story extraordinary isn't proof of aliens, it's proof of mystery. In an age when we think, we've mapped every frontier, the universe has reminded us how little we truly know. 10 anomalies, one impossible comet, and a question echoing through every observatory on Earth. What did we just witness? Maybe the answer is natural. Maybe it's something more. But either way, it's changed us. Because once you've seen the impossible, you can never look at the stars the same way again. So, as 3I Atlas fades into the void, remember this moment. The moment we realize the universe is still capable of surprise. That beyond Mars, in the silence between worlds, something impossible unfolded. And we were there to see it.